Here to give y'all a little bit of motherfucking news, right? It's all good. You know, a lot of this stuff is, pretty much we just gonna have to, um, you know, um, this shit ain't gonna make or break me. You know, 1, 2, that's damn 5 fucking deer sitting right there chilling. Somebody be feeding them damn deer. That's why they ain't supposed to be feeding these key deers. But that's the reason why there's so many in this fucking neighborhood to where people is about to start fucking running these bitches over because they've been lately. They act like they had some sense, but now they hopping out in the damn road. You know, granted, you can only go 25. Then when you hit the school zone up here, it's 15. But, you know, when you got like a small neighborhood and you got 600 motherfucking key deer, you know, it's getting out of hand. They're going to move some of them, though. They're going to trap them and move them to another neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? They had to let us blast some of these motherfuckers and eat them. I'll be like Bubba and have all kind of key deer, all kind of ways. Yeah, man, but let me give my 3 cents on some of this shit, man. Like in my last live video, I told folks, man, this DEI shit is gonna boil down to people being able to hire who the fuck they want to indiscriminately without no repercussions. They gonna get, you know what I'm saying? And people keep saying this merit shit. The first time I saw merit was when Biden put that stuff in his one of his executive orders that he put in. And the thing about it, another thing about all this stuff is like there ain't gonna be no more See, they already suspended the investigations on this shit. So you can't even investigate workplace fucking harassment, I believe. Or is it workplace whatever, right? You can't equal opportunity. You can't even investigate it right now. Which is crazy, right? So if you get fired for what's protected under law, if you're part of one of them categories, race, gender, age, religion, background, or whatever, you know, you can't cry no more. You can't even put on a fight no more. I wouldn't call it crying or complaining, but you can't stick up for yourself anymore. How about that? You can't. Because it's weird that every time somebody that's of minority brings up some type of injustice, is complaining. You know? And then you have people out there talking about their background and how they made it and shit like that. Everybody can't make it the same as someone else. It don't work like that. You know, most of successful people in life have been given opportunities from people. You know, whether or not it's a monetary amount, somebody helped them get where they needed to be. Whether or not it's a handout or not, somebody helped them to get to where they need to be. And everybody think like just because they're a success story, their success story should work for everybody else. It don't work like that. You know, you can't promote DEI and equal opportunity. You can't promote getting rid of DEI, equal opportunity, because of your life story. Your life story doesn't equate to other people's. You know what I'm saying? But that's what people do, and it's and people agree with that shit. They shake their head and they nod or whatever. But when those black farmers a couple years ago were given duds as seeds, right? Why do you think that happened? Why was only black farmers that were given duds as seeds? Why? Make that make sense. Make it make sense that we could give everybody around the world money, right? But then when you find out with the Toulouse massacre, they can't get nothing. They can't get nothing, even though it's known that the police encouraged and or hired civilians to kill black people. It's crazy. But we're giving money to everybody else and their cause. It's crazy. It is what it is, man, because this is the reason why I keep trying to tell these black power pimps out here that just running your mouth on the internet ain't gonna get nobody nowhere. Now I know they're applauding and they're clapping for Tariq Nasheed's trying to take the what do you call that shit? He's trying to act like he's the one who caused Kamala Harris to lose. He's trying to act like he's the one that got these folks to go after illegal immigrants. Oh, they setting up for somebody over there. Every time you see a dozen cop cars in the lot, they wait. You know, it's you got to have political equity. You know, you got to have political equity because that's what everybody else has. Political equity is the reason why DEI is on the map right now. That's political equity right there. Diss smacking your motherfucking face. And there ain't shit you could do about it. There ain't shit. It's coming. I mean, it's already here, but the worst ain't done. But y'all tell that to yourselves. You know what I'm saying? This merit-based stuff that y'all think is going to really happen. When you put most people got to have a fucking job. Right? This DEI and this equal opportunity stuff, it's not going to affect people like Tariq Nasheed. Ain't going to affect them. It's going to affect people that follow him who have regular jobs, who has a boss. Right? It's going to affect them. So when you're in a civilian market or whatever type of market looking for a job, now there's no checks and balances. There's no checks and balances. So when people are spreading rumors out there that minorities are lazy, blacks are lazy, Mexicans are lazy, Puerto Ricans are lazy, Haitians are lazy, or motherfuckers are filthy, they got attitude problems and this, that, and the third, what do you think people are going to do when they hire people? What do you think they're going to do? You know, people complain in the workplace about black people only hanging out with black people. People complain about that shit. Did you know that? Did you know that the reason why black people normally do that shit because they can relate to other black people? It's not out of a racist kind of thing. Is that some of y'all have some is just the way it is. That we sometimes we don't have nothing else to talk to y'all about. Can't relate to nothing. Don't do the same thing after work. Don't have the same hobbies. No, none of that. I mean, besides sports. I mean, that's the common ground with everybody in America, sports, at least. But yo, man, this shit is hilarious to me. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. But this type of stuff is going to keep on happening, man. Until people wise up. But it's all one of the things, like, people have just been scammed to believe this shit. They've been scammed into believing that people are not being let's just say it, white people are not being hired or promoted because of DEI. And everybody in front of Congress, or everybody that keeps saying this stuff, they keep saying, my friend, somebody I know, somebody told me. They don't have like no real life scenario to where they can actually prove this shit. They don't. And it is what it is, because most people don't give a damn. Most people don't give a damn. They just get scammed into believing something that's true. It's not. It's just not. You know? But, you know, people are going to be people, man. You know? You know? This is the way it is right now. You know, and people really do need to understand, is like, people's feelings are really hurt about this shit. You know? And people can sit up over here and laugh and all this shit, but at the end of the day, it's like they already want to bring back Confederate statues. They already been talking about that well before he even ran. Confederate statues, Confederate literature. They already taken out in some schools that you can't talk about slavery. You know, so let all this sink in. You know, but you can teach people about the Holocaust. You know, you can teach people about that. People are going to sit there and talk about the Holocaust every year in front of Congress on the House floor, give money to Holocaust survivors, but Tulsa Massacre can't get none. People who come from ancestors who were slaves in America, they ain't gonna get none. You know? Just make all this make sense. It's like for some odd reason, it's like they don't want, it's just people don't care about something people's problems. They don't care. They don't care. And a lot of these cats don't even will and some black folks would say racism don't exist because to them, they don't see it. It doesn't exist. You know, and they want to say that black folks are complaining about being about, you know, racism. Talking about complaining, talking about why y'all keep letting this shit hold you back and all this stuff. Nobody's letting that shit hold them back. It's like folks are trying to, how would you say, victim shame. Y'all want to blame people for calling it out. Makes fucking sense. Make it make sense. But this is how people are trained to think. This is how, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, y'all, I'm gonna get up in this slave ship and I'm gonna say this, man. Shout outs to the whole entire world and everybody stay sucker free.